The climate of India is described as of monsoon type. Derived from an Arabic word mawsam, monsoon refers to the seasonal reversal in the wind direction through the year. The temperature touches as high as 50 OC in the western desert during the summer season, whereas it drops down as low as 40 OC in Leh during the winter. There are 6 major controls of climate of any place. They are 1. Latitude, 2. Altitude, 3. Pressure and wind system, 4. Distance from the sea, 5. Ocean current, 6. Relief features. The climate and associated weather conditions in India are governed by the 1. Pressure and surface winds, 2. Upper air circulation, 3. Western cyclonic disturbances and tropical cyclone. The pressure conditions exerted by the surrounding countries like East Africa, Iran, Central Asia also influence the climate condition of India. The location of the Himalayas in the north has acted as a great barrier to the cold winds of the north. The monsoon arrives at the southern tip of the Indian peninsula generally by the first week of the June. Subsequently, it divides into two: 1. The Arabian Sea branch, 2. The Bay of Bengal branch. The Arabian Sea branch reaches Mumbai about 10 days later on approximately the 10th of June. The Bay of Bengal branch also advances rapidly and arrives in Assam in the first week of June. By mid-June, the Arabian Sea branch of the monsoon arrives over Saurashtra Kutch and the central part of the country. Delhi receives the monsoon showers from the Bay of Bengal branch by the end of June. By the first week of July, western Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana and eastern Rajasthan experience the monsoon. By mid-July, the monsoon reaches Himachal Pradesh and rest of the country. Withdrawal of the monsoon begins in northwestern states of India by early September. By mid-October, it withdraws completely from the northern half of the peninsula. The withdrawal from the southern half of the peninsula is fairly rapid. The year can be divided into 4 seasons on the basis of the monsoon variations. 1. The cold weather season. 2. The hot weather season. 3. Advancing monsoon season. 4. The retreating monsoon. The western coast and northeastern India receive over about 400 centimeters of rainfall annually. Western Rajasthan and adjoining parts of Gujarat receive less than 60 centimeters. Low precipitation is around Leh in Jammu and Kashmir. The rest of the country receives moderate rainfall. The Himalayas act as a closed base with which the monsoon winds blow and show their unique performances. India gets most of its rainfall due to the common winds, and that too in the summer season. The need for developing the different means of irrigation, such as canals, wells, tube well, etc., is felt all over India. Climate. Sum total of weather conditions and variations over a large area for a long period of time. The regular pattern of weather conditions of particular place. Weather. It refers to the state of the atmosphere over an area at any point of time. Range of temperature. Difference between the maximum and minimum recorded temperature of a place. Precipitation. The water that falls to the earth from the atmosphere in the form of rain, snow, hail, dew, etc. Jet stream. The fast-blowing air current in the upper level of atmosphere. Lu. It is a local wind which blows during the hot season in North India. Trade winds. Trade winds are those which blow steady in the same direction and on the same course. Western disturbance. Shallow cyclonic depression originating over the Mediterranean Sea and disturbing fine weather conditions in northwestern parts of India. Rain shadow. The rainless area on the leeward side. Catchment area. The area from which the river derives its water from the hills. Seasonal reversal of wind direction takes place over the Indian subcontinent. Seasonal reversal of wind direction over the Indian subcontinent takes place due to pressure differential. El Niño has major role to play in the seasonal reversal of wind direction over the Indian subcontinent. The bulk of rainfall in India is concentrated over a few months. The monsoon begins from the first week of June and advances quite rapidly to cover almost the whole country by mid-July. Hence, the bulk of rainfall in India is concentrated over the months of a few months, mainly June to August. The Tamil Nadu coast receives winter rainfall. The Tamil Nadu coast receives winter rainfall because of movement of low pressure conditions to the Bay of Bengal. The delta region of the eastern coast is frequently struck by cyclones. The Bay of Bengal is the center of various pressure changes, and hence there is always a chance. Due to this, the delta region of the eastern coast is frequently struck by cyclones. Due to this, the delta region of the eastern coast is frequently struck by cyclones. Parts of Rajasthan, Gujarat and the leeward side of the Western Ghats are drought-prone. The parts fall in the rain shadow area of the Aravalli. Hence, they are drought-prone. The regional variations in the climatic conditions of India with the help of suitable examples. Indian Peninsula shows wide variations in climatic conditions across various regions. For example, during winter season, the temperature goes into negative in the Himalayan region. In the northwestern India, temperatures can range between 0 degree to 15 degrees Celsius during winter. During the same season, the temperature in Chennai remains a comfortable 25 degrees Celsius. The same variation can be seen in summer as well, while the temperature in Rajasthan can hover around 47 degrees Celsius. It is a comfortable 30 degrees Celsius in Chennai. The mechanism of monsoons. The low-pressure condition over the northern plains intensifies by the beginning of June. It attracts the trade winds from the southern hemisphere. These southeast trade winds cross the equator and blow in a southwesterly direction to enter the Indian peninsula as the southwest monsoon. These winds bring abundant moisture to the subcontinent. Weather conditions and characteristics of the cold season. The temperature ranges between 10 degrees to 15 degrees Celsius in the northern plains. The weather is usually marked by clear sky, low temperatures and low humidity and feeble variable winds. The inflow of the cyclonic disturbances from the west and northwest is a characteristic feature of the cold weather over the northern plains. These low-pressure systems originate over the Mediterranean Sea and Western Asia and move into India. They cause winter rains over the plains and snowfall in the mountains. The characteristics and effects of the monsoon rainfall in India. Monsoon tends to have breaks in rainfall, which means that there are wet and dry spells in between. The monsoon is famous for its uncertainties. It may cause heavy floods in one part of the country and may be responsible for droughts in other parts. Because of its uncertain behavior, it sometimes disturbs the farming schedule in India. This affects millions of farmers all over the country. Andhra Pradesh, one of the 5 South Indian states, is on among the Dravidian states as well. The state is famous for the rich culture and tradition. The traditional dances of Andhra Pradesh includes the classical dance of Andhra Pradesh is Kuchipudi. It is recognized as one of the 9 classical dance styles of India. Kuchipudi originated and flourished in Andhra Pradesh, which is also the birthplace of various other classical, folk, and tribal dance forms, apart from Kuchipudi. Andhra Pradesh is a land of many festivals, where almost all religious festivals along with various regional, national and international festivals. Some of the popular festivals celebrated in Andhra Pradesh with great enthusiasm are Pongal, Ugadi, Vinayak Chaturthi, Vishakha Utsav, Tirupati Tirumal Brahmotsavam, Lumbini Festival, Rayalaseema Food and Dance Festival, Deccan Festival and Christmas. Andhra Pradesh is known for its spicy food all around the country. The inspiration behind such delicious variations of food lies in the opulent culture of the state, where exotic food is being prepared in the kitchen. The Andhra cuisine comprises of both mouth-watering vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes. The famous Hyderabadi dishes include appetizing biryanis, delectable rice, and some tangy pickles and chutneys. Desert areas. The climate in the deserts is extreme. The summers are very hot and dry. Sandstorms are common in this season. Water becomes scarce, and in many places there is severe drought. Most places receive little or no rainfall. Northeastern areas. Northeast is not a single unit. It consists of 7 states with people belonging to diverse cultures, ethnic groups, and religions. A person living in Assam will have a very different lifestyle from an individual living at Manipur. Life in the cities and small towns is different from life at far-flung villages. However, there's one characteristic in most northeastern states that is common, and that is simplicity. South India. Different states of South India have different cultures. Different states have their own festivals, dance forms, and food preferences. The climate, however, is similar in these states due to their close geographical proximity. Thiruvananthapuram receives the rainfall caused by southwest monsoon winds instantly as it is located on proximity to Indian Ocean. Monsoon winds enter here on 1st June every year and it receives heavy rains. Shillong receives rainfall by virtue of the Bay of Bengal branch of the southwest monsoon. As monsoon winds change their course in July, it receives less rain in that month. Mumbai falls in proximity to the Arabian Sea and monsoon wind starts blowing here in the second week of June. The monsoon takes time to reach to the places that are away from the coastal areas. In the subsequent weeks of June, the monsoon reaches to Thiruvananthapuram.